Your news for the state of Tennessee in 10 minutes. Tennessee in 10 is made possible by Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development.
Well, thanks for joining us for Tennessee in 10. I'm Amanda Hara. We're starting with a big story for anyone who flies into Nashville. Construction and hiring is supposed to start this week on a new underground tunnel connecting downtown Nashville and the airport. It's called the Music City Loop. We're still working to learn more about the project, like the exact route of the tunnel and downtown entry points. But the goal is to decrease traffic between the airport and Nashville using underground electric vehicles. Elon Musk's The Boring Company says its tunnels earned a 99.5% safety rating in Las Vegas, but they've also been fined in the past for worker safety violations. Governor Bill Lee says this project is fully privately funded, and some officials say it will enhance transportation. Now, Tennessee Representative Justin Jones says he was not allowed inside the airport for yesterday's announcement of the Music City Loop. He says he was removed and that police were called. The state lawmaker says he represents the area where the announcement was made and has constituents who have questions about accessibility and affordability of that project.
A Memphis man is in jail on a $100,000 bond after reportedly threatening to throw his infant daughter off a second-story balcony. 21-year-old Darielle Williams is charged with aggravated domestic violence and child endangerment. Police say he also pulled a gun on the child's mother and fled when neighbors intervened. Williams has a prior felony charge from earlier this year.
I'm Whitney Turner in the WVLT newsroom. Tennessee could lose out on billions of dollars of federal funding for education. A new task force aims to find out what the state may have to pay for if that funding is pulled. The group is made up of 6 lawmakers, all of whom are Republican. It also includes a licensed educator that was supposed to be appointed by the governor, but that hasn't happened yet. The task force will look at where all of the federal money goes for education and determine if the state can cover the costs. State Senator Richard Briggs is a part of the group. He says it's about preparing for the worst.
We're trying to stay one step ahead of things rather than if funds were not restored, all of a sudden reaching a crisis. And then everyone is saying, what are we going to do?
He says even if the state were to lose federal money, Tennessee has $2 billion in its rainy day fund. Democrats say this task force is too partisan and they want a voice in it. The task force is holding its first meeting this morning.
A Middle Tennessee school district is telling its teachers not to use Amazon wish lists for school supplies. Lewis County Schools posted about this on Facebook. They're asking staff members not to post Amazon wish lists on social media using the district's name, school names, or logos. They say there is no way to keep track of the donations and that is required by the Tennessee Comptroller's Office. Lewis County Schools says they're working on a more formal and transparent process for school donations. Metro Schools also has a similar policy which only allows teachers to post about approved school fundraisers. All right, an extreme heat warning is in effect for most of the state today, Stefano.
Middle and West Tennessee, that's where the worst of the heat index is going to be as we head through today. Out in East Tennessee, we have some heat advisories issued as well. So I think overall for a lot of us, this will be one of the hottest feeling days of the year so far. Let's take a look at the heat index for today. For many of us, it will at least be up to 105, but could get as high as 110 to even 115 degrees in some areas as we head through today. An isolated shower or thunderstorm remains in your first alert forecast, but a lot of us will stay dry. We'll be in the mid to the upper 90s across a lot of the state today, maybe the low 90s off to the north and east. Overnight tonight down to the 70s to near 80 tomorrow morning. Very, very humid tonight into tomorrow morning. Best spot for showers rather tomorrow afternoon will be in East Tennessee, Middle and West Tennessee. The farther west we go, the more dry time we see, and we're still going to push mostly into the mid-90s, so the heat index will still be well into the triple digits. Cooler weather finally returns, technically starting on Thursday, but I would say Friday and Saturday is when it becomes much more noticeable. Not just that, but the muggy meter will back off as well. It is still Tennessee in the summer, so we are going to stay humid, just nowhere near as overly oppressive as it's been over the last couple of weeks.
All right, Stefano, thanks. Well, a woman is recovering after getting hit by lightning. It happened while she was spending time with her husband and their friends at Dale Hollow Lake. This video was taken just moments before the lightning strike. The couple says they heard rumbling off in the distance, but that it wasn't raining when the lightning hit.
We had steaks on the grill and everything, and just kabang.
He says he found his wife laying face down in their tent. The tent now has holes where it was burned. She says she didn't feel getting hit by the lightning, but the photo shows where she was struck in the back. National Weather Service says when you hear thunder, lightning is close enough to hit you, and that no place outside is safe when thunderstorms are in the area. The woman was treated at Vanderbilt's Burn Center, but now has to meet with specialists for nerve damage.
The family of 16-year-old Joshua Henderson is now planning the young athlete's funeral. Henderson was a Bolton High School student and football player who passed out during football practice and later died. His family said he died this past Saturday morning from organ failure after a heat-related illness. On July 7th, Henderson was taken to Le Bonheur Children's Hospital after passing out at football practice and was on a breathing machine for days. His family says they want answers from Memphis Shelby County Schools on how this happened. Action News 5 reached out to the district asking about an investigation. They have not yet responded. From the WMC Action News 5 newsroom in Memphis, I'm Taylor Tucker. Back to you.
We're learning new details about the head-on DUI crash that hurt a Knox County deputy Sunday night. An 18-year-old is now facing charges. Cameron Branson is charged with driving under the influence, reckless driving, not wearing a seatbelt, underage consumption, and 2 vehicular assaults. That crash happened Sunday night in Halls, sending Deputy Match Kirchner to the hospital. Deputy Kirchner was the partner of Deputy Dalton Swanger, who was hurt in a call earlier this summer. We are working to learn more about Deputy Kirchner's condition. As soon as we learn those details, we'll let you know. Back to you.
A man and his daughter from Middle Tennessee are the ones who died in a plane crash in Montana. Rodney and Madison Conover's family says they were 2 of the 3 people on board the single-engine plane. The FAA says it crashed after leaving West Yellowstone Airport last week. One of the victims was wearing a smartwatch. That's what led crews to the crash site. Rodney Conover lived in Manchester. His daughter Madison lived in Tullahoma. Rodney was a Southwest pilot and just a few years away from retiring. The FAA and NTSB are now investigating the cause.